Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to a suggestion video featuring Ivan and Ivan Mater. This was suggested to me by Sharon, Corrigan. I hope I pronounced that correctly, and thank you very much for a suggestion. I really do appreciate it. And if any of you would like to suggest something yourself, the information on how to do so is in the description below, along with the information on how to request something on your birthday. So before we get into review, I'd just like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Today is Christmas Eve, the day I'm uploading this, and hopefully you're having fun with your family and doing some good stuff. I talked a little bit more about the festivities in my day of Christmas today. So let's get on to the review. Of course, we have two very similar cars here, but very different though. I mean, they're similar, but they're different. Of course, we have a good guy, which is Mater here. Mater is in disguise because, of course, he's trying to be Ivan. He's impersonating this character right here, so I definitely recommend watching the movie to understand what is going on between these two characters. So you can kind of tell that this one's Mater because, I don't know, he just kind of has that Mater look to him. I don't know, it's just me, or does he really look like Mater? I have no idea. But this was released originally in 2013 in the Mater series, and I don't believe he has gotten a re-release since. But he's very nice. It says Ivan on the front there and has the little mustache grill. And if you kind of go around, he's got some pretty big review mirrors there, some lights on top, and some like orangish red maroon towing cables there, as you can see with the system, or like the bars here are red, and then the cables are actually like gray, so it looks pretty cool. I like the contrast between the blue and this kind of orangish red here. And his license plate actually isn't A113, and that's pretty obvious because if you're impersonating somebody, you probably don't want to have your own license plate on. That probably won't work out too well. So what it does say is PN 217-63. Now, is this the same as Ivan? Yes, it is. Thank you, Mattel, for actually getting that one correct. So now these look very similar in model, but they're actually different. If you can kind of see that Ivan is actually a smidge taller than Mater there, but it's very slight. But basically, Ivan's just kind of more like thinner and then taller. It's kind of hard to see there, but it is. If you see it in person, you'd probably see it a little bit better. And then also their eye color, green versus that kind of. It kind of looks like red eyes, but they're probably just like brown or something. I don't know. Those look like red eyes right there. And he also has the Ivan there and has a little bit different smile, obviously. He looks a little bit more like creepy. Like how he looked in there and how he's just kind of saying like even, or... Wait, no, that... I'm sorry. I'm screwing up. But I feel like this guy looked like he did in the movie. Like they did a good job with the expression for Ivan here, which is pretty good. And basically the same as Mater. I mean, same colors, same license plate, basically the same everything, same wheels and rims and all that stuff. And Ivan was actually a mail-in in 2013 for the Kmart Day Collectors event. So if you mailed in a few, I think you just had to mail in your receipts that you purchased 5 cars, and then okay, I'm not really entirely sure how it went, and it's not really like it's important anymore because Kmart doesn't do these events anymore, so I really doubt they'll ever do one again, unless popularity with Cars 3 is so high that they might start doing it again, but we really don't know until Cars 3 actually comes out. But that's how he was originally released, and then he got another release in 2014 in the Lemon series, and that was all for Even. And it's kind of, I'm not a big fan that he got re-released because, I mean, he was a promotional item. He was a mail-in, and I don't understand why they re-released them literally months later. It wasn't even a full year, so I'm kind of disappointed with Mattel about that. Kind of the same deal with releasing exclusives in multi-packs years later. I'm not a big fan of that. And just before we go, I'd just like to show you Victor Hugo here, which is how he was like towed around. Victor Hugo was towed by Ivan here, or Even, and yeah, it doesn't really hook onto him that well. I mean, you could probably like make a modification and get it to hook on there, but just the way they are, you wouldn't be able to do that because there's no spot for the hook to grab on the bottom of Victor Hugo here. It's not gonna happen. And just to compare them to the regular Mater. Now, these are very similar to brand new Mater, but I believe they are a different model though. because of the headlights, and there's just some differences. If you can see, like the headlights are a little bit more like round here versus being like cut off, if you guys know what I'm saying. So that is basically it for this suggestion video. Thank you for the suggestion. I hope the video lived up to what you'd hoped it to be, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the last day of the 12 days of Christmas. So see you guys then, and bye.